Okay, I'm just putting together this video. I'm promoting this video that Rick from A Tripping Sponge did. I keep stopping and talking, so the fucking thing's never finishing. I'm only at 17 minutes out of a 29-minute video. It's called Regarding Smoka, The Frame of Overstatement to Michael Oziak, aka CONT. Continued, maybe, I don't know. He's just talking about the guy with the chain. I brought it in on the last couple videos. I went in on the dude with the chain. So we can try to do so again. He's right here. But I'm going to bring you in on him tonight and the night. Actually, I got shit going on, but I'll try to do it tonight when I get home and bring you in on them with the red and blue lights. And right now I got light coming in my window, and it's not really the best time to be doing this, but but I will, and I'll show them to you. So again, I'm apologizing to Rick throughout these videos for being an asshole, and to him anyways. I'm not apologizing for being an asshole to anybody else yet, but to Rick, yes. And Rick, he's got it. He seems to be able to see all this now. He's fine. I'm taking him as a real.
Second phase is if we just.
So this is his video. We're just playing through and listening to him, and I want to put it on my own channel as well.
Turn him around. This might be the same guy, but rather not. Maybe, yeah. They brothers, I don't know. Yeah, there's his ear. His cheek goes down, chin goes up again, and his second ear seems to be either coming here, or maybe it's under his beanie. Why is his beanie? Yeah, this saggy head. The rap stars and the kids sometimes wore. I think it's quite defined as a beanie. It looks like the small ripples there always in the beanie. He got his eye.
So I'm just going to stop this for a minute because I keep doing this. Because I have to keep stopping the videos. Rick's holding the moon, looking at it straight on like this. So what I'm recommending to Rick and others, yes, you will get a lot of imagery out of it this way, but if you angle it this way, the imagery becomes more crisp and clear. Pull it up to your camera. Everybody else, aside from Rick, continue using your camera as a viewing device, and you'll get more out of this. You'll be able to see more in it. I will come back, like I said, tonight with the different lighting and bring you in on all this, and you'll see how much better you can see it when you don't have all these different white lights and blue lights coming at you everywhere, and you change up the light colors. And what he was just pointing out a second ago was he was looking for this guy over here, and I'm bringing you in on a couple different ways. You see the chain that he's wearing around his neck, and then I can get him very detailed and very clear. I have in other videos that I've done of him. He's like right around there. Like back in the Santos Spinacci series, I had the moon board. I had my moon board set up, and I was getting in on him really good. And then when I made the new table, I was able to get on him as well too. But I noticed though is that Rick's catching it all anyways, even when it's flat. He's catching a lot of the imagery even when it's flat. All I'm trying to tell you, Rick, is that you'll clear it up and make it more crisp and clear if you angle it. Put yourself in the Antarctic. Yeah, I'm still on fucking hold for hours with these people. They call me and then I'm on hold. Yeah, so when you're doing this, you instead of holding it like this, either hold it this way, or like I was saying, come in from the top even. You know, you can even come in from the top this way. And I was also saying lay it on a table in the last video so that you can pull it over like this and come at you with it. You can come at yourself with the top of it so you can get in more detailed. See, I'm doing this. Don't feel weird about it. It's all lights and shadows. It's all lights and shadows. Don't feel like you're cheating or something. You're not. So rather than looking at it straight on where it's going to maybe look more shadowy, more shadow imagey, this is the only place I've ever seen anything that looked like could potentially be bird feathers or feathery looking anywhere. Even when I see other birds, I only see the bird faces. I don't see anything feathery. So at least not confirmable. Like if I go in deep and I can start counting feathers or something like that, it's always going to turn into more faces, and I never get any confirmation on anything being feathers. So anyway, back to Rick, my new hero.
Here, snow's coming down there. Yeah. And also quite big lips, but not so wide. Yeah. And the face, maybe even his neck going down there. Also with the other, yeah, there's the body probably going down there as well. But as I mentioned, this is nothing confirmed. This is just what I'm thinking right now. And I will finish with this. It's by far my favorite image so far, but I will show you another before. Okay, we got this creature head. Can't really completely define his second eye, but there's his first. Maybe that's his second, but maybe it's also there. And
okay, that's the dude. That's the dude. But again, you're looking at it straight on. So I'm gonna use my this one. So you're looking at it straight on. You're looking. Here's the other one. I don't have this one cut out yet, but here's where you are. Where the fuck am I? Right here. So this is where you are, and you're pointing out the two eyes here. I used to count this as a baby face, had a Pebbles and Bam Bam hat on and stuff like that. I'm beyond all that now. That's shadow imagery. You're only getting the shadow imagery when you're straight on. You can get it pretty decent though. Watch when I come in. Look at his face when you come in on him with the light behind it. Rather, see if I put it down on the table, you don't see it as much. It takes out its shadows too much. But if you take your hand away and you go like this, that face that you're now pointing at right now, look at how much more detail you can get out of it. Even straight on, even when you're straight. Okay, out of everything in there, you can get so much more with the light behind it coming up and look at. All right, but when you go and do this, right, you take that same area, angle the fucker like this, bring your paper in like this, your photograph of the moon, and then start looking at him. And when you start turning, you're gonna catch that other figure that I was telling you about, the black dude. There's a black gentleman with a big fucking gold chain. This is his chain coming down his neck, and I can get it crisp, clear, and detailed for you. I will.
His head would be of a thinner statue going to the body here. Turn it like this, yeah. His arm, lower body, this looks a little bit like an ant. Did I say? Yeah, I think I said the right word. And that's the second arm. And now my favorite image, we won't completely get it in the light. For now I've only seen it without light, and I will take the second moon as well. But this last image, oh damn, my cams are, yeah, alright. Now for the last image. It's a baby. It's a baby in a womb. As mentioned, I didn't watch all of your moon videos and I haven't heard you mention it, so I don't know if you know about it, but to me it's pretty clear. I hope you've seen it too already. Otherwise, I really highly recommend to look at it. It's really beautiful. So, there is his head. And we see a little smirky smile going over his whole face, his nose.
So let me stop it there. Yes, I do see that. Not as the baby in the womb, but I did see it as a baby many times. And you don't have to go in the dark for it, like you're doing there. You're just shadowing off your fingers. You can bring the camera right up. See his face? You were saying you seen the smile. That's his face. Don't look so much like a baby anymore, though, right? So in order to get that baby image that you're talking about is only a shadow image. Above would have been wearing apparel. Because look, right here, that would have been, this is what you're looking at. You're pointing at this little smile. You're pointing at the little smile, but you're looking at it from this distance and you got a lot of shadow in it because you're straight on with it. And you're doing that, which is fine. I see that as a body too. I'll even do you one better. If you were watching any of my moon videos, which I highly recommend you do, man, going all the way back to the fucking Sylvie Brother Sanchez series and work your way up, because all this stuff is shown much more clear than what I'm even doing right now. I'll try to do some for you before I go. All right, so at this distance here, what you're calling the baby in the womb, I've named that also at different times, called that same shadow image, but I point out that it's only a shadow image because I can only get it at this distance and this far away, and I lose clarity on the other imagery. So what I was calling it, so I'll do you one better. There's another one. You start turning this baby around, right? It doesn't have to be in the womb, but a baby. The leg goes up here, and there's a foot right here. So if we want to talk about body imagery again, no detail for me to pick out really toes or anything like that, but I can clearly see that when I'm spinning this around, I do get a baby type figure that makes me, my human influence, think baby. But there's not enough detail in here for me to make it. So then when I go to look for the detail, I start bringing it in on that baby's face, the same one you were saying was smiling, and look what happens. Look what it really is. That's what it actually is. And of course I can spin this around and make this into 100, maybe more different images every turn. And I do throughout my videos. Watch how he's going to keep turning into different images. I'll turn a little bit and then stop, and then turn a little bit and stop. Watch. I'm just going to stay on his face. I'm going to keep turning a little bit and stop. I got light behind my paper. Not so much in front of it. I don't have no lights on in front of it. But watch, I'm going to stay on him. And this is that same area where that black gentleman with the big chain is, which also you cannot see at this moment. This is the chain. This is the chain. Is that same pimple on the moon that when I turn it and flip it, I'll show you in a second. Let's stay focused on this face though. So this is the baby face that you thought was a baby face. And again, in a shadow image, it is, but it's only a shadow image. I'm saying, with your ability to be able to see this imagery, don't settle with the fucking shadow imagery. See it and appreciate it, I guess, but don't settle for it, because once you start coming in and looking around like I'm trying to show you, you're gonna see all these other faces. Look at them all. Look at them all as I'm turning this fucking paper. I'm on that same spot. I'm going to do a complete circle. Look at all the fucking different faces in every different direction. Look at the clarity with a little bit of light behind the paper. This is why I'm saying do it on paper. Okay, look at it all. And I'm turning fast. I'm turning kind of fast, but look at every fucking turn as more and more faces. More and more imagery every which turn. Okay? Okay, and this is the same spot you're on right now. That's the exact one that you're on. All right, now, that same area, again, take that same baby face, that same baby in the womb, go like this, bring it towards you, and watch what's going to happen. And you'll be able to see it better than I'm showing you now, because, again, you have an eye for it now, and my lighting is all off right now. So in other words, I got light beaming down right here from out that window, and if I didn't, then I would see this even much better. But unfortunately, I don't have blinds up there, so because this ends up being very clearly is big shoulders all the way down to the waist, a big heavy metal chain, black dude's face clear as day, and you'll get them in several different ways, with and without facial hair. is what'll happen with that image once once you're doing the things that I was showing you. So yeah, I highly recommend, especially the way you're seeing everything, go watch some of my moon videos. Go to the Sylvie Brother Sanchez series, and I would say the Santos Bonacci series is also okay. Um, yeah, they were all pretty good, actually. Santos Bonacci I kind of laid off because I got so pissed that I dropped the series early. Kind of like I did with A Plain Truth and shit. Jamie Lee had a Plain Truth. You know, when they're not responding and they're not even writing in, not even in a fake fucking name, they don't even come in a fake name, it pisses me off. If they come in a fake name, Faceless Potato, no name, or whatever, then I can try to at least play detective and figure out if it's them or not. But when they don't even come in at all and they're sending troops in to check things out or whatever the hell it is they're doing, then it pisses me off. So, you know, especially Santos Bonacci, man, I needed some reality and some truth out of somebody sometime, and that's what Rick is giving me right now. He's obviously fucking seeing it all. Keep going, Rick. Don't think that this is it, that you found it all, because this is not it. You're still missing some key things that once you get them, you're gonna see all kinds of shit more clear than this. This is only shadow imagery. I was seeing this when I first started out too, but when I saw that I could see other things more clearly in the same areas, then I was like, oh fuck. So yeah, in order to learn some of these tricks of the trade, that's it. One of the things I'll be telling you when you go back is do that. You know, put the light behind your moon, not in front of it, so that you can go up to the camera like this. The light that's on this side of the paper has to be very light. It can't be very strong. The light behind the paper, same thing really. It doesn't have to be very strong. So even if you put a dim red bulb or a dim white bulb behind it, and another light way in the back of your room somewhere, just for a little bit of light, and then you start coming in, then even being straight, because right now I'm straight on, even being straight on, someone like yourself, you will make out all this imagery. You'll start to be able to make it all out. And I will also say, well, let me press play again, and I'll show you something else in a minute.
And the little eyes, you know, like in the Japanese mangas and anime, a little bit, yeah. But we'll see better in the inverted one later. So there is his little neck going down and his fat baby arm, you know, like.
Okay, let me show you this before I continue on. What this is here, Rick, I did parts of the series. I think Sylvie and Brother Sanchez series. If you go back to the Sylvie and Brother Sanchez series, start looking for this photograph of the moon. What this is the pattern, and all the imagery that you're now looking at in the moon, that you're now seeing, has already been patented. Oh my God, was I fucking pissed when I realized this. I wanted people to go and patent the imagery in the moon themselves, tattoo artists, other artists. I wanted us to be able to have that. It's already patented. It's already done. There are a group of people who know all the shit that I'm telling you and even more. So what I'm going to show you here is you can go ahead and download these and print these up as well. These are called electrical etching, I believe is what they call it. I thought it was not the real moon when I first started seeing it. I didn't think it was the real moon, because what they did with the etching is they colored in certain things. My eyes were going against it because I had already been doing what you're now doing here. I had already been doing it for several months. So when I seen these other things, like I'll try to show you one that was bothering me. There was one with a big woman carrying a dog. All right, so again, wearing apparel. When I found this, I did not even believe in wearing apparel being in the imagery, because I thought to myself, why would the system be creating wearing apparel? So I'm still not 100% sure about wearing apparel, but yet I see the big chain on the fucking dude that I was just showing you. So, you know, how can I say there's no wearing apparel? Certain things I just can't get my head around, I guess, yet. I don't know. But the system I don't see is creating wearing apparel. So I got pissed and I said, then why is he adding a corset to this image? Because that's what he did. He added a corset to it. Let me try to find the angle where we'll get her good. It's a female image. Her face is going to be right here. It looks a little demonic and shit right now, but hold on. And it's almost a full body imagery. And I thought that he was just, whoever did this artwork, I'm assuming it's like someone really, it's one of the slave masters that obviously holds the patent on all of this. There's another full body imagery, by the way, Rick, right here. See the face right here? And it lays down this way, and it comes in several different directions, and it's also female. It's got some titties. Maybe me seeing what I want to see, but I don't think so. I can get that really detailed. So here she comes. Here she comes over here. She's actually got a dog looking over her shoulder, right? The dog's right here. The dog is very detailed also at certain angles. The dog is one of Rottweiler, I believe it is. Rottie, yeah. Rottweiler dog looking over, and here's her arm. Her arm comes up this way. Let me get my pointer. Okay. Her breasts right here. She's wearing a corset, a blue corset, long neck, weird looking neck at this angle, and her face is here. We can get her more attractive than this too. Her arm comes up this way with an arm and a hand holding a dog's face right here, right next to her, okay? I've been through this one quite a bit when I first found this because I was really pissed off about it all. And I can't say that it's, they followed the lines detail for detail, but the color is what fucks me up. Because watch what happens when I come in. So in other words, what I was pointing out in the Sylvia and Brother Sanchez series and also in the Beyond the Imaginary Curve series, what I'm pointing out with this bullshit story is this. Why is the etching bluing out this corset, or even this face, for example, right? We could take, when I come in this deep, I can make out this face with the nose here and the eyes here. I can make this out as the face, but who makes them the decider of where to put the color? All right, that's what I'm saying. They're doing this to throw us off, to fuck us up. There's the other face. Look at all the imagery in this thing, by the way. This is the imagery that I was trying to show people in the series that obviously no one was able to see. Not Beyond the Imaginary Curve, not New Earth, not Brother Sanchez. None of them could make any of this out, obviously. Because if they did, they would have done what Rick is now doing. Look. And Rick, when you come back to your own video, these images you were not even pointing at, you're going to be able to see them better on your video when you come back. Some of these smaller ones and shit like that, you're going to come back to the video and be like, holy fuck, I can hardly see this, but this, I can see it all. I see what you're saying about the detail on that one. We could go in on that one as well, too, while we're here, but again, my camera's going to keep shutting off. This is going to turn into a 10-hour parts of your series really quick. So let's come in on her face a little. Let's see if I can find her when she's more attractive. Her face is right there. Okay, I can make her more attractive. She comes in and not more attractive, attractive period, at different angles. But again, I'll throw the light on this one too, and I'll blow through this one. But look at the fucking detail. See what I mean about being on paper? How you can bring it up and then fold the bottom of the paper so you can get in close on shit. Look at the detail on this. Now this moon, all of this in the moon, they already tagged it. You know, you want to get into the art thing, and you'll understand maybe a little better why I'm so against the art aspect of this and going down an artistic route. It's already fucking done, man. It's already done. These fucking scumbags have already patented all the imagery in the moon, but they don't admit it. They don't talk about it. They don't tell the truth about it. Oh, no, this fucking thing's in outer space. It's fucking, millions of miles away, man. Fucking man. Or whatever, hundreds of thousands of miles away. What is it? 400,000 miles away or some shit. They're full of shit, my point is. They know everything that I'm telling you, everything that we're talking about. They already know it all. They already knew it all along. And they fucking lie to everyone. So it's already been patented just in case some asshole like us come along someday and wanted to start doing what I was trying to do, that's why I started what was called the Homeless Patent Project. The Homeless Patent Project was all about patenting the images in the moon before somebody else did. And when I was going around promoting the Sylvia and Brother Sanchez series, New Earth series, whatever, I came across this and I was fucking pissed because there's about 20 of these and they're all patented, which means that every fucking image in the moon is patented. You might have seen me come around in this area and show you all the faces. See how I just went like this to like this? See how I'm angled, Rick? This is why. Because look. So anything that you see in any of my series, that's make it easy for you so you don't have to run through so many. You'll see the picture of the moon. If you go through the series and you see the picture of the moon, tap on it. You'll see me showing all this to everybody 7-8 months ago. You know, and I know my time is always off and everything, but I can even bring you back to the same ones that I was making the video on and showing everybody's right in this area. All these faces, because what I was trying to explain to Sylvie and Brother Sanchez at the time was that you can use these images. These are the medium images, the middle ground images. They're not the full images. Wait till you see all the full images I'm going to be able to show you. I can see what you're showing me on this. Wait till you fucking see what you're missing, man. You really should go back and watch the other series, the videos on the moon and all the other series. When I'm letting the moon run by in my telescope and then I tighten up the pixels on them, you can see it all. Someone like yourself is going to see all of it very clearly. But anyways, I was pointing out that if you follow these medium images, what you can do is you can clock the moon and you'll know what the moon is really up to. Number two, you'll know you can get rid of a lot of bullshit stories. How many moons are there? Is there really only one moon? And all this shit. Because the moon does not do the time that the heliocentrics say that it does. That's one of the reasons why I don't even go along with clocks. Because I noticed this a long time ago. That the moon does not do what the heliocentric model says it does. It does not. The timing's off. But of course they insist it does. So you know, everyone goes along with it. But you can show for yourself by going out the same time every day, recording the moon, going through your sky, and look at these images, what I call the medium image. Now you're going for the deep ones. So you're going for these really deep ones down here. I'll have to put some light in it for you, but you're going for these. Now these, I showed this to everybody else, to Sylvie, Brother Sanchez, Dell and Gav and Beyond Imaginary Curve, Quantum of Conscious. I showed them all these smaller ones that you're looking at. But obviously they didn't see them. They didn't see the small ones. They didn't see the medium ones. They didn't see the full-size ones. They didn't see fucking none of it, obviously. Because none of them are talking about it. None of them are doing videos on it. None of them have come and said anything to me.
The babies always have these Speckarme, feather arms. It's going up on his chest where he supposedly is holding something, I don't know. But I want to imagine it like that for now, until I see better. And there he sees thighs going down. His first and his second. And he's laying there. Really cute guy. And the biggest image I see so far, except for the triangles, you know, there. And the whole...
Okay, so hearing you say that, the biggest images you ever seen so far. Now that right there tells me that you definitely need to go watch the videos of the moon to the Santos Bonacci series, the Beyond the Imaginary Curve series, and the New Earth for Sylvie and Brother Sanchez series. You really do. You're missing out on a lot of these faces that are on the small side in here. You'll be able to see them all, and all those full images, they take up the entire moon. There's a redhead with sideburns, a bald guy with sideburns. It's the same image, but it flips as you're rolling through the moon. It's one of the reasons why I do 360s on my camera at different distances, because you can make out the full images better at different distances. I highly recommend, Rick, you take a couple hours here and there. You know, they're only 20-minute videos. They're only 20 minutes. Keep track of which ones you're watching so you don't feel you're wasting your time. And don't Go ahead and watch the research videos on them as well, but look for the ones that I'm talking and showing and I'm blowing shit through. Look for those ones, because those you're going to pick up on faster. You'll pick up on how to see it faster, put it that way. And then you'll go in and obviously you're going to see it all with your own eyes once you see it there. Yes, please go watch those, because all these questions that you're asking in here and assumptions that you may be making, you will be able to answer them for yourself. Don't even have to take my word on it. If you go ahead and go look at those videos, you'll see how I'm doing it.
Yeah, don't know what to say about it, but it's like...
You're on one of them right there.
You
were just on one of them right there. You were just on one of them right there. You just passed it. The redhead. It's too short of a clip. It only goes by in a quick second. But the bald head guy with the sideburns, you just threw him aside. I just seen him.
Old. Yeah. I'm gonna go with him from the white. So yeah, here you will see his face a little better. Yeah.
Yeah, see what I mean? I really wish you would have went back and watched these videos, Rick. You'll save yourself a lot of time. And this is why it's great that you're making these videos to me, because otherwise I would not be able to show you this. What you're looking at right there, put some fucking light behind it. Let me find them. There you go. Put some light behind it, and look at that. So you don't have to struggle with your eyes. You're making yourself struggle more than you even have to. I know you can see what I'm showing you right here. This is the same one I just did a full 360 on in the last video. As a matter of fact, it looks like, yeah, that's the same face of the guy. There's another face right down below it too. So yeah, put the light behind